Hey guys, here's a quick little tip on how to stop binge eating. I'm going to give you 3 points that has worked extremely well for myself and my clients. Now, the first point you guys need to know is have protein in the first meal of your day. And when I talk about first meal, notice I didn't actually say breakfast. So it's not typified by a particular style of food. It's just making sure you have protein in the first meal, whatever meal you have in the first meal of your day. A high protein meal to start off with is actually critical to guide your motivation towards food for the rest of the day. So studies have actually shown this, that if you gave individuals higher protein meals as opposed to higher carb meals, they make better choices on foods through the day. That means they're less likely to choose foods that are high in carbs or sugar, and making better choices in choosing more protein-based foods. So instead of telling your clients or telling yourself, hey, I can't eat this, I can't eat this, I can't eat this, that's going to backfire, because all you're going to do is divert yourself to eating that food. So your brain tends to cut out that word, I can't, and your brain thinks about what you should be doing, the topic at hand. The best way to do that is basically tell your clients, have protein or have a high protein meal at the first meal of the day, because that itself will guide their motivation towards making better choices through the day. Okay, so that's point number one. Point number two is a really straightforward one. Have water before you indulge in whatever foods you want to. And the reason why I say this is because often hunger is we get hungry through the day, but hunger can be a reflection of thirst. And most of the time when we don't drink enough water through the day, we can feel hungry even though we don't actually crave for food, we're craving for water, but the body interprets that as hunger, the lack of water. So if you have a glass of water just before you're thinking of binging, you want to reach to go grab something, have a glass of water first. Allow that to kind of sit down in your stomach and evaluate. Well, if you wanted to eat, that probably tells you that you are hungry. You may not have enough food through the day, and you probably do need some calories in your system. But if you've drunk the water and it's after some time you just realize, hey, maybe I'm not that hungry after all, then your issue is thirst. It's not hunger. So don't misinterpret the signs. The third point that I think is very, very critical is the environment that the person's in. You binge eat what you can get your hands on. So if you're at home, you will binge eat what is in your pantry, right? If you then start to stock all these foods like chips and chocolates and cookies in your pantry, then chances are if you see it, you get to have it. You will have it, right? So you will basically have those foods in your pantry. So if you can create an environment where whatever's your pantry could be fruits, whatever in your pantry could be, some nuts if you want to, or some healthier snacks, then if you do have to binge, you're going to binge on those. Chances are you may not even feel like eating those foods in your pantry. So you actually curb the binge yourself. Now, if you have fast foods in there, or you have simple sugars or things that you can easily eat, then you are more than likely to have that. So watch the environment you are in. In the same way, if you're in an office and you tend to walk through the kitchenette or the pantry, get a coffee and get a cookie at hand. If this is the office environment that you can control, try not to have any cookies in there. As simple as that. If your environment doesn't have it and you don't see it, then chances are you won't do it. So watch your environment. I really hope these 3 tips will work for you. They're short and simple. Give it a go and let me know how you go with it.